He said a day you will see, they will talk about aliens. It means people who live, outside of the earth. And they will try to make the people that they will think that they were seed by this alien. This is the next thing that you will see. And it's one of the Antichrist. He wants to make us believe that God doesn't exist. And it was the alien who seen the earth.
Hey, my friends, I have a super interesting guest today. Someone I've never had before, someone a lot of people have heard about, someone, if you're into the messages from heaven, means a lot. There's a lot of controversy over this individual. He's a Roman Catholic priest by the name of Father Michel Rodrigue. In fact, he's a priest, he's an exorcist, he's a mystic, and he's founder and general superior of a religious community in Quebec, in northern Quebec, in Amos, Quebec, called the Apostolic Fraternity of St. Benedict Joseph Labre. Father Michel Rodrigue became the founder of this new religious order, formally approved by the Roman Catholic Church, known as the Apostolic Fraternity of St. Benedict Joseph Labre, as I said. And he was born in a poor but pious Catholic French-speaking family. Father Rodrigue was actually the youngest of 23 children and began to have a vocation of a religious life at the age of 3. I'm taking this intro, by the way, from the book of Xavier Herral called Revelations, which I very much encourage you to get. Xavier is going to join us on this program as well, and I know many of you know him already, for he's been here a couple of times before. Xavier goes on to explain that very much like Padre Pio, God the Father began to speak to Father Michel Rodrigue at the tender age of 3 years old. God began to speak to me, he says. And these are quotes from Father Michel Rodrigue. This, too, creates the controversy around him, but I'm going to explain more about the controversy in a second. But this is a quote from Father Michel Rodrigue explaining how he was religiously formed at a very, very young age. Get this. God began to speak to me, and we began to have regular conversations. I remember sitting under a big tree behind the home on our family's farm and asking God, "Who made this tree?" "I did," in quotes, God answered. And when he pronounced the word I was suddenly given a vast view of the earth, the universe, and myself, and I understood that everything was made and held in existence by him, that's by God. I thought that everyone talked to God the Father. From 3 to 6, the Lord instructed me in the faith and gave me a thorough theological education. He also told me, when I was 3, that I would be a priest. End quote. So Father Michel Rodrigue is known and loved by many. He is a great preacher, a great lover of our Lord, and promotes true devotion to Mary. But he's also said some very controversial things. Some things about the future, because as we said, he's a mystic. And so he's received, or says he's received, these revelations about what's coming. One of the things he said that I'd like you to check out is, and it was said a number of years ago, but he talked about the coming one world religion. And it has a lot of similarities to what we're experiencing with this new Pachamama Mass thing that seems to be coming out in May, has similarities to the Amazonian Synod. Take a listen for yourself.
This is important to realize. This last days, distressing time will come, This is what we are.
I am pleased to announce the launch of the new LSNTV app, which can bring all of LifeSite News' top video content direct to your phone, tablet, computer, and TV so that you can bypass the censors and keep fighting with us for life, faith, family, and freedom. Don't be alone in the darkness. We've been canceled. Fight the cancellation. Download the app.